Hi, I'm Mr. Jim. Welcome to my art space. Today I want to share about cameras and share what we can do without a camera. Look, I've created a photographic print without a camera. Just construction paper and the light of the sun. And this is a pinhole camera. Do you want to explore with me? Let's get started. What cameras have you used before? Probably you've used the camera on a cell phone.
The word photography comes from Greek words that mean light drawing. That's something we can do without a camera.
When cameras were first invented, painters had to rethink what it meant to be painters. Some of them reinvented painting. Today, digital photography and digital art have pushed all artists to rethink their craft. Let's do the same thing.
Traditional photography relied on light-sensitive paper. This is paper that changes color when drenched in light. The sun is so powerful, it will bleach color right out of construction paper. This means the color will begin to fade if you leave it exposed for several days. Let's have fun with this and make some long exposure photos with construction paper.
Do you want to give it a try? Here's what you'll need.
First thing to look for is construction paper. Also have fun experimenting with other types of paper. Included in that construction paper would be some black or darker paper. You can also experiment with denser paper. I played also with a calendar, a thicker, denser paper. You'll also want some scissors, a pencil, paper clips, stapler, some string, tape, a flashlight, any strong light that will create a shadow. Step 1 is to create a silhouette of your subject. A good subject is your hand. Create your favorite hand shadow. I like to do bunny ears. Trace the shadow onto dense paper. You can just trace your hand too if that's easier. Cut out this shadow shape. Keep both the subject shape and the background shape. Step 2. Attach silhouette to colored paper with staples. Attach the subject shape to one sheet and the background shape to another sheet. Have fun experimenting with different colored paper. The reason we're using staples instead of glue is so that after we've exposed our print to the sun for a few days, we can easily take it apart. Here I'm using a little bit of tape to attach the eye. Step 3 is to hang your print in the window. Let it be exposed for at least 3 days. If you're using something other than construction paper, it might take longer. I'm using string and paper clips. Tape can be hard to get off after it's been exposed to the sun. So now that your prints are in the window, leave them there for 3 days and then we'll take a look and see what we've got.
let's take the paper clips out and we'll see what the sun did to our paper. I'm going to add a dark outline to enhance the image a little bit. There you go. I think it looks pretty good. How did yours turn out? How about a pinhole camera? Would you like to work on one? I've been playing with cameras since I was small. Here's a camera I adopted from my mother. It's an old pop-up Jiffy. Let's look at the Jiffy camera and see what elements we can identify and some things maybe we can reproduce. The word camera originally referred to a chamber, a vaulted chamber. Originally, cameras were a dark chamber where light-sensitive material could be exposed to focused light. See here how a chamber is created in this old camera? Here's where the film would go. Here we can see the lens, the bellows that acts as a camera chamber, the film box, that's where the film goes if you have film, and a viewer. There's no lens in this viewer. Today, cameras depend on sensors instead of a dark chamber. It's that small little lens up there is the camera on your phone. Just like film in a camera, these sensors are light sensitive. Let's make a pinhole camera in order to play with some of these elements. The elements of a pinhole camera include a lens. This is a tube with a pinhole at one end and a viewing screen at the other end. The lens is set into a viewing box. The lens sets at one end with an opening at the other end for you to view through. The viewing box can be as simple as a rolled up magazine or an empty coffee bag. Here's the materials you'll need. For the camera container, you need a container that will seal out light. Here are some examples. For the lens, you need to find these qualities. It has to seal out light, one end that's made of soft metal, which can be aluminum foil or tin. This can be a tin can or the end of a toilet paper roll. You need some wax paper or plastic tissue. Tissue that light passes through but you can't see through it, making it translucent. You'll need foil, a thumbtack, rubber bands and tape, a pencil, marker, and scissors. Okay, let's get started making a pinhole camera. Okay, step one, put aluminum foil at the end of your tube and use your thumbtack to create a hole. If you're using a tin can, poke a hole in the closed end. If your can is difficult to poke a hole into, you might want to find a lighter can. This can is an aluminum cat food can. Step 2. Put wax paper over the second end. You can use a rubber band to hold it in place. Add a rubber band to the foil end as well. Step
3. Trace around the lens onto your camera chamber box. Cut a hole and press the lens into place. Tape around your lens to hold it in place. Use black ink on the tape to block out as much light as you can. Step 4 is to open up the camera box at the opposite end to the lens. Here I've used a Kleenex box which already has an opening. Step 5. Use your viewer holding your eyes up to the open end of the box and shielding the light out with your hands. What do you notice? Sometimes it helps to look at a light bulb, then a light-filled window. Don't look at the sun. See that things are upside down? If you have a camera, see if you can take a picture of the pinhole image. Share what you've learned with the people around you. Have fun. Come back and look for other videos.